Hello, world. My name is Joe. Um, I am an average Joe who picked up the guitar. Um, I'd say after almost 20 years of being an active, and I picked it up again since last year, a little bit less than a year, and got hooked up again with guitars again. So as you can see in my back, there's a few other guitars that I've sort of collected throughout this period. And today I want to talk about the one that I have right now, which is a guitar that was made in China. Now, we look into the shape of this guitar. It is a dreadnought, so it might remind you of like a D41. That's what I, learned from the internet because I wasn't really into and I didn't know much about like the very high end acoustic guitars, right? Like Martins and Taylors and whatnot. So I saw this guitar about 6 or 7 months ago while I was checking on Facebook Marketplace because at that time I was looking for a guitar to pick up again and start playing again. And I came across with this ad um, that was posted by someone uh, from Port Moody, no, Port Coquitlam, that he's selling these guitars kind of like in his uh, like cost price. So the story of these guitars is that uh, they worked specifically with a guitar factory back in, I believe, it's in northern China, based on their specifications. So, uh, the headstock, it says Levi or Levi. I don't know how you pronounce that, but and I paid for about 425 Canadian dollars with a all solid uh, spruce top, maple neck and sides, back and sides. And after purchasing it, I installed a Fishman pickup from another local luthier uh, in British in British Columbia here, so that it's more versatile. That I can play, only acoustically, or I can hook it up into like a guitar amp. So these are really nice guitars, I think, for beginners because, as I said, I paid for $425, which if you go to like a local music store, if you go to Long McQuaid or Tom Lee, it will likely be like a very entry level guitar where it might have like laminate top, back, and sides. This one is all solid. So even though it's a brand new guitar, it sounded pretty good to me. Um, I'm not a great guitar player, but maybe I can strum a few chords and pick a little bit. So you be the judge to see if it's a good guitar. So to make the long story short, when I went to you know the person who posted this ad, I had a uh, tryout for this guitar, and I was really amazed by the sound quality of it, and of course for the price. Because as I was chatting with him, he kind of told me that he's got like maybe quite a few that he's still in stock. And when he first imported them to Canada, he was trying to sell them at I think about $1,300 for uh, the mahogany back and sides, and then probably $1,500 or $1,600 for like the rosewood back and sides. The front is the same, everything is the same, and besides the back and the sides. And he says that unfortunately, because I think in North America, or I would say probably throughout the world, uh, people have very high regards for the brand name, which I tend to agree to a certain degree or not. Uh, so for his business, he's trying to recover from like his basic cost, and that's why eventually he was trying to sell these at the cost price, which to me, I think it's really a great deal. I'm not a great guitarist by any means. I don't think I will ever be, but being able to get an instrument that I really like the sound, as well as when you compare this with something that is 3 or 4 times the price, um, it's comparable, right? It's because after I got this guitar and I played a little bit more on my own, I would sometimes go to like a local music store and pick up some of the guitars that are around like $1,500 to like maybe below $2,000 range, and I would say it's a pretty close match, or sometimes mine would even sound better. And I know that I'm getting a like really good deal, even though it's made in China. Um, and I've read a lot of like YouTube videos describing some of the like I wouldn't say fake, but well, it's a fake like a fake Martin and things like that. Which even though they try to copy everything else, they most of them sounded pretty good after they mail it over and then you do some like basic setup with the guitar. I think the good thing about this one is um, when it's imported to the person who was trying to sell to me, well, the person who sold to me, they probably have already done some setup as well. So when I got this guitar, it's like the action is very low, very nice to play, and the tone is very good. The tuner works fine; it holds the tune very well, and I'm just happy to have this guitar. And with the price that I'm paying right now, 425 Canadian, that's probably what about 280 US or less than $300. You're getting like an all solid wood guitar, um, in which you have nothing to lose. Um, and I do treat this guitar, even at this stage, as if it's like a $3,000 guitar. It's just that the craftsmanship and the quality and the sound that I hear is really, really something. I mean, for my purpose, as as a casual instrumentalist, I think this is good enough for my purpose. Of course, I think there'll be professionals out there questioning about you know that these guitars, why should they exist, or they can be as good as like a $5,000 Martin guitar. I mean, certainly you're paying more than 20 times or 10 times, in which I'm not sure if in return you'll be getting 20 times better than an acoustic guitar. Of course, they're saying that it's going to appreciate through time. But again, for a someone who is doing casually, I think I'm very happy with what I have, and I just want to share this with the world. I believe um, I don't get paid for talking about this guitar. It's just that I think it's something that I found, and I really like to share with the world of what I think. And I think they still have that in stock. So if you guys are interested, let me know. Put it in the description, and I will probably share with you where you can get it. Okay. So until next time, see you guys.